What's up, people? Today I am reviewing Avengers in 4K and 3D, and I'll have that coming up for you next. So Avengers just came out in 4K, and I know you guys like 3D reviews, so I have incorporated the older 3D review in this review as well, just for you guys who are fans of the 3D, and I am going to be getting into the 4K first. So this movie had a 2K digital intermediate, so this is an upscale to 4K, and I will say that even though this doesn't have Dolby Vision for some reason, this is a clear bump up from the Blu-ray, especially in black levels. For instance, when you take a look at the scene where Thor fights Iron Man, it is very dark in the Blu-ray, and it is kind of hard to see all the amazing action that is going on, and here you can see a lot deeper into those blacks, but at the same point in time in other portions of the film, like the black levels where Hulk is hulking out inside of the helicarrier and you get a lot of the shadow in that scene, I feel like the blacks there are just deeper than the Blu-ray. So the black levels here have a large contrast that I genuinely do enjoy. Detail here is even better than the original, and the highlight of that is the end battle scene when the Chitauri come down. You can see tons of detail and just smoke and debris all over the screen that really was kind of muddled in the Blu-ray, but it comes across excellent here. And then on top of that, you get the upgraded HDR, and what you have there is just a more dynamic color palette. The red and the yellow of Iron Man's suit really pops in this film, and all of the characters' suits definitely pop, along with, again, I'll say it, the end action scene. The HDR truly takes off, and with all the debris that is going on in the battlefield there, I feel like there is more varying quality in the color palette in that scene. This is a clear bump up from the already pretty damn good Blu-ray that I will have to give a 9 out of 10 to. Now, getting into the quality of the older 3D release, because I know you guys like 3D, this one was one of the ones that I would usually watch in 3D back in the day when I was really into 3D, just because it is one of the more solid 3D Blu-rays that I had at the time. You get a lot less ghosting in this 3D Blu-ray than you get in a lot of other 3D transfers. It is very solid in that regard. And even though there aren't a whole lot of scenes that cause the image to break that wall of your TV and really pop out at you, there is a great amount of depth there that the Blu-ray kind of lacked. And yeah, this is just an all-around very solid 3D transfer that I will give a 8 out of 10 to. And getting into audio in 4K, you get the upgraded Dolby Atmos audio, and thank you for that, because this is a clear bump up from the Blu-ray, which was pretty good in the audio department, but here height speakers are put to great use. And even in the first action scene where Loki comes through the Tesseract and invades the shield base, when that base starts to crumble, you get a whole lot of height speaker action. And even though that is the best part, you do get consistent height speaker action throughout the film, with the exception that the score is actually not in the height speakers. This is a more dynamic and fuller audio track that has upgraded surround work as well This is the kind of thing that Marvel should really be doing every time. I give this a 9 out of 10. And as far as the audio on the 3D release, you get a DTS HD 7.1 mix that is still pretty good in its own regard. This was before Disney bought Marvel, and actually it was during the whole process of them buying Marvel. Disney didn't have anything to do with this audio track, so this is a better audio track than what the Blu-rays come out with today. This is a heavier audio track with better bass levels, and it is just an all-around better track, really. The surrounds are in pretty good use. This gets kind of front heavy at times, but surrounds definitely kick in action scenes like Loki taking over the base. And overall, I just really like this mix. I liked it when it came out, and it still holds up. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So getting into the digital copy here, this is a Movies Anywhere digital copy. So that pretty much means that you can download the 4K version on iTunes or Vudu. And getting into the special features here. There are all the special features that were on the previous Blu-ray release, and they have added some U-Control features to the 4K release. So the U-Control have a bunch of different features that you can absolutely just watch, and you will enjoy it. And then the rest are solely on the Blu-ray. So that pretty much means that on that 3D disc, no special features. So on the Blu-ray, you will get a director's commentary with Joss Whedon, and he flies solo for that one. But he is a very interesting guy to listen to and talk to. He has a lot of dry humor that he peps this thing up with, and I feel like it is a real fun thing just to listen to in the background. You get a whole lot of special features that go into bringing all of these characters together, and that goes into the special effects and setting up certain scenes. You get a whole lot of deleted scenes here. And as a matter of fact, there are 15 minutes of deleted scenes on the Blu-ray. And then you get a gag reel along with a weird music video. There are a whole lot here, and I would give it an 8 out of 10. But unfortunately, a good majority of this is just on the Blu-ray, so I'll have to bump this down to a 7 out of 10. So as far as my last looks for Avengers, I mean, what more could I possibly say about this movie? What more could I possibly want about this movie? This movie gave me everything I wanted. A villain that I can absolutely sink my teeth into, and I love Tom Hiddleston in this role. And then you pair up some great Marvel characters in the Avengers, and all of the actors are top-notch in those roles. If you didn't see my review for the Avengers film itself, go in my archives and you will see that I gave that an 10 out of 10. So when you add up all my scores for the 4K version of Avengers, you come out with a 35. That is really damn good. And then for the 3D, you get a 33, which is no bad shakes either. So stay tuned to my channel and make sure you subscribe, people, because I'm going to be getting into the 4K and the 3D version of Age of Ultron, and I will have that coming up to you guys really damn soon. So I thank all of you for watching my video. You guys are awesome, and I will see all of you next time.